Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Fantasy 5. We're bringing you the 5 things you need to know every day in the world of fantasy sports. Today is June 5th. It is a Wednesday, and this is episode 106, and we are brought to you by mathradio.com, where you can get an online course for as little as $9.99 to help your children ages 7 through 17 get higher scores in school, to have them score even better on exams, and you might even help them get into college. Once again, that is www.mathradio.com. All right. So today we are covering some football news. We're covering, obviously, Game 3 of the NBA playoffs, and we've got a baseball story for you as well. Let's start in the NFL with the New England Patriots. So kind of a strange story coming out of their camp. Tight end Safarian Jenkins has been cut. So they don't have a lot of tight ends left. Rob Gronkowski is still retired. Ben Watson's going to be out the first 4 games on a drug suspension. So that leaves us with Matt Lacrosse. Last year, 24 catches, 250 yards, 1 touchdown. Okay. Ryan Izzo. He's a 7th-round draft pick out of Florida State University in 2018. Okay. Who else do we have? Steven Anderson. Well, in 2017, he caught 25 balls for 342 yards and a touchdown. In 2018, he was on the New England's practice squad and never suited up for a game. What else? He might have suited up, but he didn't play. He didn't have a catch anyway. And then we have Andrew Beck, who is an undrafted rookie out of Texas. Oh, man, what a mess. You would figure that there's going to be a tight end in New England who's going to have a good year. I'm not sure that player is on the team yet. I've got no answers for you. I just know it's a mess. Let's keep our eyes open for what New England tight end shakes out, because whoever it is going to be valuable. I just have no idea who it is right now. Okay, let's move on from the NFL. We will talk about the baseball injury. So yesterday I mentioned that McCutchen was going for an MRI after his injury. Well, he has torn his ACL and he will be out for the season. They've already added Jay Bruce to the squad after the, Ubede Herrera was told basically to leave for administrative leave by Major League Baseball for his incident in Atlantic City. Who knows when he'll be back? I think his administrative leave was extended until the 17th of June, so he'll be out at least until then, and maybe indefinitely. Who knows? Let's see who else. They're calling up a AAA prospect, Adam Haseley. He's a 23-year-old outfielder. In a combined AA and single A, he's hitting .275 with 7 home runs this season. I don't know. Seems like some risky business right there. I would go with Jay Bruce before I go with the youngster. But we'll see. Maybe he comes up and he's hot. All right, that's it for baseball. So we have Game 3 tonight. Kevin Durant has been ruled out for this game. Man, it's getting interesting. Clay is still listed as questionable, but it sounds like he's going to play. So where does that leave us? Well, the lines have certainly changed. Let's just recap. The game tonight is in Golden State. So you got Toronto at Golden State. Golden State is favored by 4.5 now. That line has dropped. It was 5.5, now down to 4.5. The over-unders is at 213. The series price was minus 300 for Golden State, is now down to 260. So if you like Golden State, you're getting better odds. If you like Toronto, you should have bet it yesterday when I told you to. Man, I don't think I'm going to touch anything in tonight's game. We've got a lot riding on Golden State, and we got a lot riding on Clay and Draymond. Hopefully one of them has a really big game, which leads us to my fantasy team for tonight. So it's one of your last chances to play daily fantasy. For basketball, we got single game matchups going on. I think you can make a great lineup at the top. So I feel like everybody's going to have this lineup, but you got to try it out there. You can start Leonard, Curry, and Draymond Green all tonight, because those guys are going to be the guys who perform tonight. So I've got Leonard as my MVP. He's been the most consistent, even with his injury. I've got Curry as my star. He's going to have to be big tonight if they're going to win. And I've got Draymond as my pro. He's been putting up triple doubles every day, so I like that as well. I think Ibaka is a great value. He's only going for like 7,000, I believe, off the bench. So he's going to be my first bench player. I know he hasn't had a great series yet, but he's getting 15 to 20 minutes a game. I like those minutes. And with the Golden State Warriors being a little bit light at center now, he's either going to be matched up against Cousins, Bell, or Bogut. I like having him there. So I wanted to get Cousins in the lineup, but it just didn't fit. And, I mean, you can't really expect him to have a miraculous game like he had last game in Game 2. So I thought about Bell. I thought about Bogut, but I landed on Andrew McKinney. Now, you could have swapped things around and ended up with Van Vliet, if you would have swapped out Ibaka, or you could have ended up with Danny Green. But I wanted to stay away from the Toronto role players in favor of the Golden State role players since they are at home. So I went with Ibaka and Andrew McKinney. Andrew McKinney hasn't been putting up huge fantasy numbers, but he's getting at least 10 minutes a game. So I figure at home, right, he could be a big contributor. In the Portland series, the last 2 games, he played 20-plus minutes. Maybe he gets a minute uptick tonight. Perhaps Clay's minutes are limited. We know Draymond, or we know not Draymond, but we know Kevin Durant is out. So McKinney could get some extra time. So I'm going with Ibaka and McKinney as my utility options. So those utility options are going to be key tonight because I think a lot of people are going to go with Leonard, Curry, and Green. So hopefully it works out. That's my lineup tonight. If you're enjoying the show, please give us a 5-star rating and review over on iTunes or Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, tell a friend, and like the show. Also, please visit our sponsor, www.mathradio.com, to help your kids ages 7 through 17 with math. All right, that's it for today. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.